Donna Brazil and Chris Christie got into it over the weekend when they started talking on is this on Fox? No, it's this week on ABC. They were talking about the surge in crime throughout the country.
Oh.
It's the only policy that the Republicans enforce. Joe Biden has never been someone who has called for defund the police, nor has any Democrat. Any Democrat. You look at Democrats running across the country. No, you take one or two isolated cases and you try to make it bigger than what it is. Look, I talk to Democrats like you talk to Republicans. Yeah. I don't hear Democratic governors. I don't hear Democratic mayors. I don't hear Democratic officials. No,
Not anymore. Go back to 2019 and 2020.
No, I didn't hear it. You know what I heard? I heard that they wanted to train police officers. They wanted to improve community relations with the police. That's what they were talking about.
And let me tell you, Republicans did that.
And when you saw what happened just recently in Grand Rapids, Michigan, you understand why Democrats came out with those positions. But at the same time, from Joe Biden on down, Democrats have had one position. We got to eradicate crime in America.
Wow. Were you living in a cave? How is it possible that you don't know all of the people who are talking about defunding the police?
But she said there are, first she said no Democrat, and then she said, you're just pointing out isolated incidents.
It's isolated incidents like Ilhan Omar, who on June 9th, 2020, tweeted out that the defund the police movement is one of reimagining the current police system to build an entity that does not violate us while relocating funds to invest in community services.
Okay, but that's Ilhan Omar's one congresswoman, right?
No. Ayanna Pressley. The defund movement isn't new. Folks are just finally listening. We got money for wars, but can't feed the poor.
Oh, that rhymes. Good job on
a little
one.
Poetic there.
Yeah.
From Kirsten Gillibrand. I believe we need to protect families who need help, and ICE isn't doing that. It's become a deportation force. We need to separate immigration issues from criminal justice. We need to abolish ICE, start over, and build something that actually works. Okay? So that's not just defund the police, but defund ICE.
Okay.
In fact, a lot of people were calling for the elimination of ICE altogether. Instead of spending, this is from Bernie Sanders, instead of spending $80 billion a year on jails and incarceration, we need to be investing in more jobs and education. One thing is abundantly clear. Every police department violating people's civil rights must be stripped of federal funding, period. Okay?
Sounds like defund to me.
Yep. Rashida Tlaib. When we say defund the police, what we mean is people are dying and we need to invest in people's livelihoods instead.
All right, so you got 3 representatives and 2 senators.
Okay, yes. So 4 people so far. These are Democrats, all. Now, her point was no Democrat called for defunding the police. For those who think spending more on policing works, look at St. Louis. We spend more per capita on police than 85% of police departments, yet 68% of violent crimes go unsolved. And police kill us at the highest rate in the nation. This is from Cori Bush.
Okay, so you got 4 representatives and 2 senators, but it's nobody.
Right. Okay. Her final point was police don't need more money, our communities do. Then you got more from Cori Bush.
Oh, she's good.
Defunding the police isn't radical, it's real.
Okay.
Just keeping it real all up in here, yo.
Okay.
Too many police, Jamal Bowman, too many police in our country are more concerned with protecting white supremacy than serving the communities that pay their salaries. How true, isn't that?
So he's
true?
A congressman.
Yeah.
What are we up to? 5,
Okay,
6,
6,
9er?
Yeah. From Jamal Bowman. An accidental discharge that kills someone has another name, manslaughter.
Ooh.
We don't need police with lethal weapons carrying out routine traffic stops. Reallocate police funding to unarmed traffic forces to remove even the possibility of state-sanctioned manslaughter.
Unarmed traffic force.
Then we have Representative Katie Porter. Roughly 1 in 4 fatal police encounters end the life of someone with mental illness. So it's no surprise that this program is saving lives, sending healthcare professionals, not police, when someone is experiencing a mental health crisis makes our community safer for all.
That's my favorite one there. The social worker comes to diffuse a situation and domestic violence or something like that.
Right.
That'll be helpful.
That would really go well, I think.
But again, to Donna Brazil's point, nobody's calling for that.
Nobody. Stop it. Okay, quite a few people were, and including Joe Biden didn't exactly support the police during that time period, if you remember correctly, and neither did Kamala Harris.